Hello everyone and welcome back. We are very excited to be watching more Clone Wars today. And I saw in the thumbnail, it's so good. So whoop, we're out here.
Yay.
So
she's back.
I think she's back for a few episodes. We're watching on Disney Plus. We could see all the thumbnails. So spoiler alert. So that would have been a wonderful surprise to see, not knowing going into this. But I'm still very happy. And hopefully Anakin will see her too. Or now thinking about it, maybe we'll get some of her story that we missed throughout the time we spent with Anakin, Windu,
yes, what she's been going through.
So maybe it won't be this episode, but I am still happy that she's returning for the Clone Wars, because I started to think she wouldn't show up for this. And I was like, no, for the end. But yeah, so I'm going to put them here. And thank you guys for sending us fan mail. I love you guys so much. Like, we love it. We appreciate what you guys do. Just following us, giving our videos a thumbs up really helps out a lot. We've had fans for so long. I mean, you guys really stick by us, and you know, it really just means a lot. So this letter I'm going to read from Paige. Wonderful letter here. So this one says on top, P.S. I'm not a Patreon supporter yet, unfortunately, but as soon as I start working again, I will. So that is so sweet. I mean, like, honestly, whatever you can do, but you don't have to be. And just being part of our YouTube is huge. I mean, Patreon really does help support us, but honestly, like, your wonderful letters too, like, that means so much.
Yeah, like, and if you're out of work, absolutely.
Yeah, totally get that. And that means a lot that you want to help us out, and that's really sweet. So be well, and, you know, like, only do what you can, absolutely. And I'll just read what you said here. It says, "Hi Storm, Kim, and Mom. I have been binge watching your reaction videos for quite a while now. So when I noticed the mail address in the description, I couldn't resist sending you the letter. We do have our address below. You can check out. So that was awesome. I just wanted to say thank you, and that you all have really been a positive beacon of light during the past several months." That's so sweet. I'm a college student, and seeing your videos after a stressful day really just helps put me in a better mental state of mind. I hope you are all doing well despite everything else going on, and stay warm. Thank you so much, Paige. This is so sweet. I mean, letters like this, I mean, that is huge. And we get along very well, and we joke too, tangent, where like when we start setting up, when we react, we try to watch sometimes a few episodes every sitting, every time we get together, because every time we see each other, even though we see each other a whole lot, we get so excited, and we just have a ton of stories like we haven't seen each other in a year, and we just talk. So we're just positive. We have like that energy about us, and we just have a lot of fun, you know. So anyways, like, this really means a lot, and I'm just really happy that we can share the love, you know, and bring some positivity to others where things do get challenging. I mean, even with our lives, like, things do happen that are really, really hard, and a lot of us, I mean, 21, it's better than 2020 so far, but honestly, like, with our family alone, we've been having so many health
21
problems.
Oh my God.
But we're just going with it and trying to push through, and a few of you guys have been asking, a few of you do know, but I've been having some health issues too, but I am doing better. I'm not out of the woods, because I might need surgery down the road, blah, 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 but I'm still going through some obstacles, but eventually we will all get there, and I'm staying positive. It was very challenging. I mean, I had to take I didn't really take a week off, but I couldn't even react that one initial.
You couldn't.
Week where I had to go to the ER because twice, because it was just awful. So anyways, all is good, and thinking positive. I'm trying different things, losing weight to be healthier in general, and I just feel better all around. So fingers crossed, and I'm getting ultrasound, woohoo, in a couple weeks, and that'll specify if I need surgery or not, but we will find out. So anyways, guys, love you. Thank you so much for loving our content, and
it means so much to us.
It does, because even though we're really positive, like, we have hardships too, and life gets tough. So just being together and talking about it, and knowing that, you know, we're there for each other is just a great thing to know. For sure.
It is. You're part of our family.
Yes, absolutely. And Lavelle, I read your letter last time. Thank you so much for everything you always say too. You've been with us forever, and always contact us. And, you know, you're very personal, where you're concerned about our well-being, and you just give us updates on stuff. I just love it. So you're always such a joy to read and talk to. And we also have Jerron, that we love so much. I don't want to show his address, but he's in Sweden, and you always send us awesome chocolates, and I will read your letter next time. So this is amazing, and the next video we will be watching is Shadow and Bone, so we will read your letter during that, because that will be awesome. Ooh, hopefully you didn't see the address.
Yes,
Ooh, sorry. So are you guys ready to get into Gone with a Trace?
Yes. We sure are. We can't wait.
Yes, Gone with a Trace.
Not
without a trace.
Oh, wow, yes.
That's right. So hopefully it's a good thing.
Yeah.
The trace is a good thing.
I just wanted to mention window disarming the bomb. That was really scary.
He actually did it with the Force too. Yeah, we didn't mention that last time.
Yes, he did.
So that was very impressive. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he's always so brave. I mean, Obi-Wan too, but to be able to stay there and be like, no, I got to do this. If there's a chance I can actually disarm this, I got to try. For him to stay there the entire time and do that, like that was so impressive. And with the Force, you know?
And he's so calm. And he's so precise. I mean, it didn't look like notches. It looked like he had to guide it. So he had to really be precise.
Yeah, so you had to focus a lot. So
all this pressure.
And you had to make sure you get it right. And even with that force field there that's red, it's probably hard to see to make sure it's on 7, you know, like, and you're looking at it on an angle like this. Like, how crazy is that? So
he's just waiting for Anakin to give him the numbers. I mean,
that's right.
The pressure. He's just so cool.
Yeah. So thank you for bringing that up, because that was a really good moment too. Yeah, I really like him. And sorry for the name swaps that I do, because I know their first names and last names, and sometimes I say like Windu and then Obi-Wan, and I should say Kenobi, and you know. So I'm sure we're gonna get comments about that. But I apologize. I do that with all our shows. I can't help it. All right, so 7:05, Gone Without a Trace. Oh, with a trace. That's what I meant. That.
Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano was wrongly accused of treason by the Jedi Council and hunted by the Grand Army of the Republic. Ahsoka decided to walk away from the only life she had ever known.
Poor thing.
And she's older. Nice outfit. Whoa! You see that high up too. Like, understatement.
Oh my God, jangling like that. Oh, watch out, guys.
Oh, we're gonna fall right down.
Oh no!
All those layers of traffic.
Oh my God! Oh wow!
Right on the ledge.
Of course, right?
She's like bell bottoms on.
Ooh, bad crash. Nice roll though. Thanks, I guess. Who are you? I'm Trace.
Trace.
Oh,
Gone with a trace.
Yeah.
As for your bike, I just need some tools. But the tools are still gonna cost you.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
She seems nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Your space is over there. Why don't you get that thing inside and settle in? Time is money. Hey.
Thank you. Meant to be.
That's good. I really need the money.
That's good.
How's it going down there? Need any help?
Not if you're gonna charge me.
Hey, I don't know where you're from, but down here, everything has a price. Got bad news. The only sparkers I got are right here. And I ain't got no more.
That won't do. I need to get out of here.
What did I say? Look, you can stay
she
here
really
as
wants
long
a
as
friend.
you like.
Yeah.
If you can pay me. What's with you?
She has fun hair.
Yeah. She's working on it, getting it going.
You know, where I come from, it's very different from here.
Obviously. So, where do you come from anyway? I'm sure you have your problems up there with the Jedi running around, starting wars, policing everything.
The Jedi didn't start the war.
When you're a kid, you hear stories. I guess they're not what I thought they'd be. It's not safe down here, or anywhere on Coruscant.
Montez! Your sister said she was paying me today.
Uh-oh.
Where is she?
It's good that Ahsoka's there.
Let me handle this. Don't do anything. I'd back off if I were you. Stay out of this.
She's gonna have to help.
Some help would be great.
I wonder if she's gonna do any Jedi moves, because
She doesn't need to use any moves like that. She can just use physical moves. I love it.
yeah.
No Jedi stuff needed.
Oh,
Oh, that must have hurt.
My older brother taught me. Maybe you can teach me.
My older brother, yeah.
that's
Right, it's
cute.
older
Better go to my
brother.
sister about Pinto.
That was cute.
She going people's lockers, taking stuff.
Rafa.
Trace, what happened to your face?
Pinto came by to get paid. You weren't there.
We can't count on anyone.
So we count on ourselves. I know.
Who is this interesting creature?
Really dropped right in on the Mech Bay platform.
How much is she charging you?
Not enough to pay the debt.
Not that it's any of your business.
You could have at least given me a heads up that you weren't gonna pay him.
You're right. Won't happen again.
Good.
I've got 3 droids that need to be built. My business partner brokered a deal with Rafa Martes.
Who's your associate?
Don't worry about that yet.
He said you build droids better than anybody.
Then they know quality. Feel like building some droids?
Jeez.
Just make sure you affix the restraining bolt to that pile of moving parts before you punch the power cycle.
Got one right here. You seem to know a lot about everything.
I still don't understand people.
What's to know? There are good people, bad people, and...
Oh, aggressive.
Well, good thing we put the restraining
Uh-oh.
bolts on.
Is
Trace,
coming?
the bolt!
Put it on him, quick.
Uh-oh. Bad things are coming.
Well, yeah.
No! Trace!
It's funny how she's conning people to do the jobs, and yet her sister does all the work.
That's right. It's
Yeah,
my
he just does
droid.
all the work.
You said demolition droid, right?
Yeah.
He's doing a good job of it.
She just sits there.
Where's the droid?
Working on it! Stop! Stop! It's really close. Yeah, it's headed straight for us.
Use the force. You can't though.
The off switch. It's on its faceplate.
High-speed forklift.
Yeah. They pinch. Ooh, it's like
Oh, he's taking you right
my
up there.
God. Ooh. Ooh,
Belly button.
oh, when she
jeez.
hits it though, is it gonna fall?
It's gonna collapse.
And fall.
Ah!
Oh no! Oh,
Come on, catch. Nice.
oh,
Oh
boy.
crap. Oh crap. Too heavy. Too heavy.
All good.
Until what?
Nope.
No,
Climb it.
Crap. She's gonna use the force.
Oh,
That's
she's
bad.
got it. At least she didn't see it.
Trace,
See? We had it all under control.
you don't know what those droids could be used for. They're dangerous. We all know.
That you're new here.
Oh, put the finger in it.
I hate the finger in the face.
Trace.
I like those cat things.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Do you ever get a say with Rafa?
She's my older sister. She doesn't always get it right. Did you tell that guy about the droids?
Actually, I charge the Twi'lek double.
Rafa.
I used the credits to pay off Pinto. If I didn't get the credits for those droids, they were gonna keep coming after us. We'll have enough credits, Pinto will be coming to us for work.
You're not sticking around?
I think it's for the best.
Well, let's get that speeder working. Come on.
Oh, good.
It is good. That was good.
That
was good, yeah.
Nice friend for her.
That's
I
right.
agree.
Oh, I like Trace.
I like her as a character. I think she was very interesting, and she was a sweet girl. Like, she was genuine. She seemed lonely, and she relies too much on her sister, because even her sister kept saying, stick with me and we'll go far, or stick with me. She kept like repeating that.
Yes.
Almost like an insecurity thing, where she kept just reminding her that you have to stay with me. And I think they both really do need each other, but Rafa is just down a wrong path and struggling. That was hard. I mean, she made a bad decision, but she needed to pay off that thug so he wouldn't keep harassing them and terrorizing them. So
and she thinks that's the only way to make money. And they're in a bad spot where they have to, everything is money down there, and they just need to survive. And she thinks that's the only way to make it through, and it's not.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she's bringing her sister down with it.
That's right.
And when you think about it, like the demolition bots, like, you want to make the right choice. You don't know what's going to happen. Are a lot of people going to die by them? I mean, maybe those people are from your sector and they're going to destroy that whole sector and take it over. Like, you don't know anything about what their intentions are. So people could be in danger. It's just a hard spot to be in. So I think that might come back at us and bite them in the butt, kind of thing.
Probably will.
Yeah, because they might say, well, who fixed them? Who it might trace back down to Trace and Rafa, and
it could. Yeah, who knows? I mean, that was very dangerous too. And, seeing Ahsoka like this, first of all, love her design. She's older now, and like the peaks are a little taller too. You noticed that because they were very subtle when she was younger. And I think it's the same voice actor, but she sounds more like her normal voice, I guess. I don't know if that's actually her normal voice or not, but she sounds older too. So very good job all around in this show, where they really think about all those details. And she's subtle, and she has a lot more detail going on in her face, on her body, and just having like normal clothes. And her clothes kind of reminded me of like mechanic clothes, and she's not a Jedi. So and she's in hiding, and to see her normal was just so different. And I'm so happy to see her again. But she can't use the Force, so I was afraid that would happen in this episode, where she would expose herself. So I feel like that might come back to her later on as well, because that group of people did see her use the Force. But mainly the kid.
Saw the kid really focus in on seeing her do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the others really were.
Maybe not, because they probably thought that the winch was still working, like it struggled, and hey, it just started working again, and that was fine. So I like how they make it realistic, where we see mechanics fail, and now he's gonna walk right across, sorry. But the winch like started to work, and the way Ahsoka is so quick with things, where she knows exactly what to do, or tries to do, to help out. And she quickly tried to winch up the thing. She grabbed the forklift and tried to catch the droid and her friend, and it's just amazing because she's so smart. We know that she is a mechanic as well. She worked on a ton of ships in the past when she was with Anakin and Obi-Wan a lot, and so she just knows so much. She had a great education. And
she had a great teaching, and by her big brother.
I know. I love that statement. That was the sweetest statement. It took me a second because, like, I didn't think Anakin for a split second. I'm like, okay, so she's lying. She has a brother, and I'm like, no, it's Anakin. Because for a while I kept relating him as a father, because she, even though they're close in age, I don't know if it's, I forget, like 3-year difference or something, but she looked so much younger than him originally. So now they'll probably look a lot closer in age because she aged. Because when you're really young too, it's a huge dramatic difference. It is, and as she's aged, it is more like a brother-sister relationship now. When we first met her. Just because, like, when you're in your teenage years, like, say, like, if you're 13, it's way different from being 16, 17, you know what I mean? Like, you grow so much. So they're around that age group. They're a little bit older, like Anakin roughly around his 20s or whatever, probably now. And Ahsoka's probably like 17, 18 now. So that's a huge difference from being like 13, 14. She was probably like older than that, but I'm just like roughly throwing that out there. So I hope they meet up on good terms.
I do too. I'm kind of curious to see, I'm definitely curious to see why Trace has ill feelings about the Jedi. Like,
well, that's what's so good, like hearing things back and forth where they're underground, like they're in this huge underground city that is like bigger than the planet, you know, and then when you're on the high ground, it's kind of ritzy, I would assume, and she said that you're in more danger being around the Jedi, but again, like there's just so much corruption, and even the government now, they're doing all these things because the Chancellor tells them to, and it doesn't benefit everyone. Like they're trying to do the right thing, but there are so many places suffering and they're not being helped.
right.
You know, so
Sure,
Yeah, and you wonder if it's just hearsay or if it's a personal reason why. But she didn't elaborate. She doesn't know Ahsoka that much.
yeah,
at
she
all
might have a
right now,
personal
so.
reason why, you know.
She might have.
She might. So I'm really curious about that, and I hope we follow the sisters a little bit more. I really think, as we know, that there is an issue with Rafa and Ahsoka. Like, you can tell she is insecure, very overprotective, where she doesn't like another wheel in there. She's like, no third wheel. It's always been the sisters. They don't trust anyone else. So Ahsoka is questioning things that Trace probably never thought of before, even though she kind of was like, yeah, you know, kind of agreeing with her a little bit, that I think it's going to be a big issue soon where Ahsoka and Rafa are going to go head to head and fight, and it's not going to be good, and I really see it ending badly. I hope not, but what do you think? Do you think the sisters could work it out, or I think they're going to divide and something really bad's going to happen where they're going to go their separate ways?
I think they might go their separate ways because Sister just thinks one way and Trace is just the opposite.
Yeah, I think they'll be more divisive. I think that they'll be close. I just think that they're going to go their separate ways. They're going to, I think through Ahsoka, Trace is going to have confidence to go a separate path and not take, you know, the con deals all the time and she's going to do all the work.
Yeah.
And then when her sister's not around, she's going to fight these, you know, these thugs coming for money. I mean, maybe that was just it looked like it was just one time it happened, but I mean, what's going to come down the road, especially when they just fixed these droids that are so destructive. I mean, more work's going to come their way.
Yeah, so they might get worse work.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be divided.
Because even she was saying, like, then that one guy that she owed money to is maybe we'll start going to them for work, and you know,
it's
already
just
shady guys,
it's
so
never going to end.
It's not good. So overthinking it, I think they're going to separate, and then something major is going to challenge them, where Rafa will see her bad ways and then make up for that, and somehow they'll like work it out. But I really see them dividing first, because her way is just so like just down a bad path.
It is, and really, she needs her sister more than her sister needs her.
Yeah,
her sister has
she
has the talent.
Yeah,
and Rafa doesn't have the talent to work on anything, so
she doesn't.
I mean, I'm trying to see it as she's probably a good salesperson, and she's like, hey, yeah, we make the best droids around, blah, 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 like lying just to do bad, like, botch job. I mean, I know her sister's really good. She hasn't worked on droids in a while, so, like, even though you're that talented, you're still not going to do the best work around because you haven't done it in a while. But, you know, like, she just went to this one person. She might be doing that many times throughout, because she keeps saying she has other work lined up. But here, like, we just saw her make that deal, and now we know the workload is a lot more time consuming than just talking and making a deal. So her sister's doing all this hard labor, and she's just standing around going, like, what are you doing my droid? What are you doing my droid? So again, it was a quick episode too, so she probably does, like, Rafa probably does do a lot more, but it was kind of like, oh my God, like, you caused trouble, and you're making people go and threaten your life because you keep finding money in the wrong ways. And then you just con people and make your sister do all the work.
And she's conning her sister. She says yes to somebody right in front of her sister, doesn't even ask her, you know, do you think you can do that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We'll figure it out later.
And she knows what she's capable of or not, but still, she shouldn't be just saying yes to something without even asking. I mean, if it's going to be a partnership, it's got to be a partnership. She can't always have her thumb on everything.
I know, because she seems like she's just really in control and dictate. Yeah,
that's right. She wants to dictate all the time.
They're going to wind up separating and not healing from the relationship. They're not going to heal.
I agree.
So,
Yeah.
So going back to Ahsoka, I am so happy to see her again, and you know, her not having a lightsaber, not having a normal outfit is so different. I do like her new outfit. I am sad that she is in hiding, and she's calmer now. She's more mature, and her fighting, we know how amazing she can be with fighting, and the fact that she can do that without using any force or anything, you know, it's just amazing and fun to see.
It was great watching her fight those two guys.
And a big thing I want to see, which I thought was going to happen after she used the Force, was I want to see Trace's reaction to her being a Jedi, because only Jedi have the Force. You know, so. Well, no, you mean you could have people who have it, but you know what I mean, like especially around there, like, oh, you're a Force user. Well, how'd you do that? You know. So I don't think that's going to be a good reaction at all. I think she's going to be very mad about it, but I think they'll patch it up faster than the sisters will if things go bad.
Yeah, and you know what? They just met each other, so you know, if she's a Jedi, I mean, and she finds out, like, it's not going to be too harmful because she just met her. Like, she didn't even have time to talk about herself.
Yeah. And it's fun because Jedi are all about fate, too. Like, certain things happen for a reason, and she just fell out of the sky. And
just happened to land on that platform.
And she's struggling for money and needed help. And not only that, but she needed a friend. Like, she really keeps trying to reach out to Ahsoka because she's so lonely. And she's naive with her sister, but you can tell she's really not realizing it, but it seems like she's calling for help. Like, she just needs someone around. That's
and she's so used to saying for money, for a price, you know.
But and Ahsoka's not used to that. So that's a good balance, too, to really learn from each other.
Now Trace is her friend.
Yeah. You know, it really makes you think, too, because I thought about it before, but not as bad as this episode. But, you know, it's always important to get your car fixed, your truck fixed, whatever you drive to get around, whatever transportation you have. But when you have a flying vehicle, I'd be so freaking paranoid. Like, I would always buy brand new and get it serviced all the time or have some kind of fail-safe where you have a parachute or something.
That's right, when you're flying and all
you
of a
might get
sudden
hit by something,
happens.
but I'd rather have some option than falling to my doom. Because Ahsoka's like a very talented, rare individual where most people would probably just fall to their doom. And that was impressive what she did, but really makes you think. So I know she could only afford that, but still I'd be so terrified and be like, well, if I can't afford a parachute, I'm going to find ropes and cloth and just have something, or just have like grappling hooks or something, like just have rope with, you know, some kind of tool hooked end that you can throw and catch a ledge. You want something. I don't want to follow my doom. So we learned something there. Great episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to see more, and we'll see you very soon as always. Please subscribe. Bye guys.
Bye. Subscribe.
And thank you for all the fan mail. You guys are awesome. We love your fan mail.
Thanks.
Address below.